Hi, today we're going to build our Stratco Space Saver 2-shelf unit. It's a fantastic product. It actually enables you to get all of your products off the ground and out of the way and uses maybe some of those dead spots in your garden shed. It's actually made to suit the Stratco Handi-Mate range. Let's see how it goes together. So let's have a look at the components. We've got 2 shelves, of course, for the 2-shelf unit. We've got our leg brackets, corner stiffeners, our angle brackets for holding the shelves up. We've got some gussets for strengthening, and finally the 2 hooks to hold it left and right and all the fixings. For today's install, we're going to start with the base shelf. So the first thing we'll do is we'll put these angle brackets on, and then over that one we'll actually use our leg bracket, and I'll show you how we do all this in a moment, and then we'll actually put our gusset on, and then we'll repeat that on the other side and also for the second shelf. Then once we've put all of those on, we'll put the last bit of bracing and the hooks on. So let's go. Now that we've got the base shelf in place, including the 4 angle brackets and the 2 gussets, we'll start on the second shelf. The second shelf's slightly different. It actually only has 1 angle bracket on each side. So no spare holes, we'll line it up with the next hole. At the moment we're just going to put in the top bolt. 1 bolt on each side, and then we'll start on the shelf itself. And we'll repeat the same on the other side. Now that we've got both angle brackets in, just with the 1 bolt at this point, we'll put the second shelf in. And the easiest way to do that is really just turn it on its back, and we'll locate the bolts through the holes. There we go, first one's in. And we'll put the second bolt through, and then we'll tighten the 2 of them up. And repeat on the other side. At this point, we'll put on the last 2 gussets. The design's really friendly. You actually can't put it in the wrong hole, so that'll make your job a lot easier. and repeat on the other side. And we're down to our last 3 components. So we're just going to put on our corner stiffeners. There's 4 of those to put on, 1 for each corner for the top shelf and bottom shelf. So just two on each shelf. Just using the same bolts and nuts as all of the other units. And these aid in the fact that each shelf can hold up to 25 kilos, evenly distributed, which is great. So there's 1 on, 3 more to go. And we're down to the last 2 components. So these are our hooks to hang. There is a left and a right. What we'll do first is we'll just put these 2 bolts in. We won't put the top bolt in first because we've got one last brace to put on. Just tighten those ones up. And we'll repeat on the other side. And now for the last component, which is the 3rd leg brace, and that just goes across the top for extra strength. We put a bolt through like so, without knocking it off. Bolt through, nut on, same the other side, and we'll tighten those up with a screwdriver. I'll just lift that one up. And before I do the other side, there's actually 1 more bolt to go in, which is just under the hook, like so. Just tighten that one up and repeat on the other side. So we've pretty much finished now, so the last thing I'm going to do is just check every single bolt and nut on the unit. You can use a spanner to hold the other side, but I've found it's actually not necessary, that the nuts are actually gripping really well. The last step, when you actually go to install the unit and this hook fits over the top channel of your garden shed, there's actually this little tech screw. So once it's actually hanging over, we screw that through just to lock the unit in place. So you do that on both of the hooks and then you're finished. So there you have it. That's how we build a Stratco Space Saver 2-shelf unit. Up to 25 kilos on top of each shelf, evenly distributed. It's a really strong unit. There's lots of componentry to hold it together. And today we built it on one of our own Stratco heavy duty workbenches. Thanks for watching.